Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Legacy. Let's get started. Last episode we ended with Lady Sonia, the Divine Barbarian Queen. To start this episode we have Lady Byrne, the Hokage, Nostalgic and Farsighted. Sir... Twinstra? The Assassin, Clonus. And Sir Wallace the Spelunker with ADHD. Let's go with Sir Twinstra. Shoot, we got a lot of options because we did really well last time. Shoot. Ooh, we could give ourselves a 3% chance to defy death. As much as I would really like that, I'm gonna increase our gold gains. It's gonna make everything really expensive. Defy Death's not actually that expensive. What is very expensive is this. Randomized Children. That's gonna take a boss defeat, and so is Bestiality. Okie dokie, what do you got? What runes did we collect last time? More cape runes, which is pretty good because we don't have a cape rune equipped right now. Could do with either another vault rune or another bounty rune. I'd prefer to have something else than this balance rune, in all honesty, on our chest, because the balance runes are just not very good compared to siphon and vampire runes. But it is what it is. We'll sort it out when the time comes. So now we make 13 money per coin. Critical hits are very unreliable early on. Ow, into the game. But they deal so much damage when you actually get them as an assassin. Whoa, we're in a bad way. Everything about this room screams death. Die. You're next. Ow. Said you're next. Die. Ugh. We've already lost half our health, and that was just the first room. At least we can get a teeny, itty bitty, teeny tiny. Oh, great, I got the hiccups. You can get a little bit more of health back from defeating enemies. It's nothing that you can write home about, but... Get out. This requires very precise timing. That was a close one because that was very imprecise timing. Was that worth it? Probably not. Now it was. Restore me. I just remembered I could have misformed that entire bit. Since I'm an assassin, I frequently forget to use class-specific abilities. Nope. Ow, seriously. Come on, give me crit. Look at our stats card. What is our critical hit chance? We only get plus 15% base crit chance as an assassin, which isn't great, because that means our crit chance is only 17%. It's way better than any other classes, but it's nothing, like, super big deal. I think it's safe to say at this point, Blinky are my weakness. Just walked right into that icicle. Seven HP. Gotcha. This should lead us to the forest. Sure does. Forest is really weirdly. That was a close one. Okay, since we're so low on HP, we're going to try and just seek out Chen while we're in the forest. I was hoping I was going to be really slick and to dodge that, but nope. Ah! Sir Twinstra has been slain by a bud. He did good. He'll be remembered well. Sir Twinstra, the Divine Assassin. Lady Viola, the Archmage, Clonus and Hypochondriac. Lady Lisa the Second, the Assassin, Baldness and Flexible. She also has the Assassin unique Quantum Translocator ability. And Lady May the Third, the Assassin. Prosopagnosia. Yeah, nailed it. I like the way that one works, but basically what it does is you can't tell what any of the traits that your children have next time you pick. So like if Sir Twinstra had it, I wouldn't be able to tell that Lady Viola had Clonus and Hypochondriac, or that Lady Lisa had Baldness and Flexible. I really need to look up what Flexible does. Go with Lady May. It's gonna be a slight detriment for the next go, but it'll be okay, I think. Let us replace this balance rune with a bounty rune. Do we have enough for one more? Sure do. There we go. We just massively increased our ability to make money. And we're going to increase our magic damage. The reason why we're doing that is because our archmages and spell swords are very weak right now, because we have been almost completely ignoring our magic damage. We haven't been ignoring our MP as much, because MP powers special abilities as well. But because we've been ignoring them to any extent, our archmages and our spell swords could be so much more powerful a class. But I've been avoiding them just because they don't do that much damage right now. One day I'll remember that Mistborn exists. Oh god. I should have left this room already, but I'm just too far in at this point. So it never really demonstrated it very well, but assassins have the ability to turn into a mist form. Which means that they take no damage. We got so low HP, we're actually gonna use this. We're gonna regret it because it'll probably take us to the darkness. Yep, it sure did. Look at how little damage we just did to that. Okay, so just as a point of reference, that red question mark is where we were. This is where we are now. Oh look, we lucked out and got something nice. Ah, Hermes boots. Okay, this makes this gives us the effects of pad. And I think something else, but more important than that, is it also lets us walk on spikes. Spikes no longer damage us, at least not upwards pointing spikes. Journal entry number 15. I remember being a famous adventurer. My martial prowess surpassed all of my brothers. That I am sure of. While they spent their days buried in their bookish studies, I was out killing brigands and monsters. I always wondered why my father favored them over me. Is it always the opposite in fairy tales? Fortune favors the bold, not the insipid individual, or something like that. Man, I would love to see my brothers try to outthink my sword in their face. Well, we got ourselves in this bad situation, so we're gonna try and make the most of it. Yeah, well, we tried. As you can see, we got a lot of money from that chest. Didn't kill a whole lot because we did something dumb. Lady May III has been slain by an Ison. Next heir. Now, we won't be able to tell what any of their traits are, but we can at least tell what their name is. Actually, it's not entirely true. Certain traits affect the way a character looks. Like, I know this one is an ectomorph. And he might also have gigantism. Sir Shrew the Assassin, Lady Blair II the Paladin, and Lady Faye the Spelunkette. Let's go with let's go with Lady Blair II. Increase our overall damage deal. Ah, shoot. Does it also not tell us what spell we get, or was I just not paying attention? I can't remember now. Dang it. Oh, man. Conflux is not one of my favorite spells. It's very weak. Unless you don't pick it up, but it's incredibly hard to dodge. Since we're a paladin, we actually have the run of the castle, basically. You kill almost anything here in one swing. Ooh, even more story. Journal entry number 16. What if years have passed since I first entered these walls? Is it true that I am becoming more proficient in clearing monsters, but it feels like an age has passed? Oh, sorry, it is true that I am becoming more proficient. I have even forgotten what my own kin look like. What if they think I have failed? What if one of my brothers has beaten me to the cure? What if I mistook them for a monster? That'd be pretty bad if he took out his own kin, because he thought they were a monster. Yeah, this castle does things to you. The other problem that the Conflux have is that they can, like, go out the room that they're in. Like, if they hit the exit to an area, they'll just leave the room and disappear, the same way as if they had run into you. Grace Rune, bracers. Never gonna use Grace Runes, don't like to play on easy mode. This game can't get hard enough for me to warrant using Grace Runes. Because Grace Runes also decrease the amount of gold enemies drop. Well, I just literally let that hit me. A lot of times in this game you have to evaluate a room's risks versus its rewards. So if a room has absolutely no treasure chests in it at all, but a very high likelihood that you will get hurt, damaged, trying to go through it, it's oftentimes best to try and find another way around. Just make... I was actually thinking about this earlier in another episode. But I think it's technically possible to increase your speed, your movement speed up to 100%. Out of here. I think this actually leads to the Maya. Nope, that's interesting. This both leads to the forest and it leads to the Maya. Hey. That's not uncommon, but it is rather rare. But yeah, sprint runes increase your movement speed by 10% each. It is additive, so having all 5 sprint runes equipped gives you 50% boost in speed. ADHD gives you... I can't remember the exact number. It's probably somewhere from 20 to 80. 20 to 80. 20 to 30%, and then... Shinobi, or Hokage even. Shinobi and Hokage both. Sweet, don't have to pay the toll next go. Have a 30% speed increase, so you can either increase the movement speed to or past. Sage Sword, nice. To or past 100%. Well, that happened. I usually nail that rune, but oh well. So we just got Charon's Obol, so if you haven't seen this yet, what this does is, yeah, I can't get that. What this does is Charon takes it rather than all of your money. Next time, when your next heir enters the castle, oh come on. Oh come on. Die. Money. Awesome. Got a pretty good haul so far. And we're not dead yet. There are 2 chests in that one room, but it's got a very high risk factor for damage. This is not even remotely the fastest way to do this, but it is the one that's the most fun. So these headless horses don't get knocked back when you hit them. I don't even think an endomorph can knock them back. Ooh, more story. Journal entry number 17. I must be going insane. I stumbled across a carnival inside this castle, complete with a sad clown and everything. He's sort of an ass, but I guess you can't be picky with your friends in a place like this. I'm getting hungry again. Good thing I topped up on chicken legs. I found these in a chandelier. This castle. Sometimes I wonder if it's all just a big joke. Nothing that this room has literally nothing in it. Doesn't even have a hidden fairy chest. I swear that if you hit these guys in the front before, it dealt no damage, which made defeating them a pain in the butt. Die. Come and get me, Wolfie. Ow. Said come and get me, don't catch me off guard. On flux, quickly! Ah, man. Lady Blair the Second has been slain by a Blazelock. Wow, she did work. Lady Blair the Second, the Divine Paladin. Sir Useless the Second, the Barbarian King, Ambivalus. Sir Giardino, the Barbarian King, CIP. Lady Isolde the Fourth, the Assassin, colorblind. Let's go with Sir Useless the Second. Hope he doesn't live up to his name, because that would be bad. We're gonna try and go to... So Sage Sword is bonus gold, but it reduces your damage. That's what the Sage set does if my memory... That's what the whole Sage set does if my memory serves. So Grace Runes, enemy scale, slower, easier but less rewards, multiple runes stack, slowing enemy scaling more. What it means by scaling is, for example, at the front part of the castle, like the actual castle, enemies will be a certain level, but when you get into the deeper parts of the castle proper, they get slightly higher level, and that's the same with every area. Oh ho ho! So you have my obol. I will let you pass for free, but only this one time. Technically, for this actual child, this is the only time that they'll pass, because they're gonna die in here. This one's not beating the game, I can assure you. It's a bit of a sad prospect, isn't it? Just keep going into this castle again and again, just to die. We know that when we go in, we're going to die, but we go in anyway. So, we'll probably have this demonstrated as we go through. But presently we can one-shot all the enemies in the castle. Eventually we'll run into stronger versions that we can't. Oh wait, are we ambivalous? Yeah, we are. We throw our spells out our back. Let's see what we can get our hands on. Ah, we got the compass again. So, from what I can tell, the room is either in... Let's actually try and get this. I should have thrown dust. Let's try and actually make it to the room, because the room typically has some pretty good stuff in it. I think it has stat boosts and lots of money. It's been a while since I've actually been to it, so I might be forgetting or misremembering. Ah, I wasn't paying any attention. So you'll know that if you're close, you're close to the room because the compass will obviously adjust more significantly. Because right now, for example, it's adjusting very slightly as we move from room to room. But it'll adjust more when we get closer to the room. It's actually adjusting quite a bit now. Really gotta stop being stupid. Okay, time to stop being stupid or we're not gonna make it to the room. Oh no. Okay, good. It might actually be in the forest. I was afraid for a second there that it was going to be in the darkness. Because if it was in the darkness, there'd be no chance of getting it. Calypso's compass can be pretty bad early on. Before you're able to get into other sections of the castle. But we actually found the room! We got ourselves HP increase +5, and a retribution sword. Are there blueprints that you can only get from Calypso's room? Oh well, either way. Why are we slightly see-through? Yeah, we're definitely slightly see-through. What are our traits? Just ambivalent. I don't know why we're slightly invisible. Are we immune to damage right now? Holy cow, we are. How? This feels like a bug, but it might not be. I think we already saw this one. Let's check. Tribal tallies. Yeah, we already read about this one. We are still invulnerable. That was easy. Balance rune cape. Eh, could have been better. There's no, like, duration or anything, either. We're just invulnerable. I can't, for the life of me, figure out what caused this, except for maybe going after Calypso's rune? I don't think it's actually called Calypso's rune, by the way. I just called that because you get there with Calypso's compass. Heck, if I'm staying unkillable, I'm not even gonna go after a boss or anything. I'm going to the darkness. Make tons of big bucks there. Holy cow, I can even walk on spikes. I am literally unkillable right now. I'm actually hoping that this ends soon, because I don't want to win this way. Not only can I just pass through whatever I want, but I don't take any damage. This eventually has to wear off, right? Well, this episode's gonna go on for a little while. Look at this happening. Well, good news is we've got enough for re-rolling the children. We're in a predicament if this doesn't end. Hopefully it'll go away if we enter a boss room. Because like I said, I don't want to win like this. Feels cheap. I'm okay with collecting money like this, because this is basically an assassin's ability, just infinite. Gonna need about probably 12,000 in order to get both reroll children and bestiality. Let's see how much more of the forest we have to uncover. A fair bit. We'll just head over to the Maya, I guess. Nothing to stop us, really. If for some reason I can't find a way to die, I'm gonna reset the game, because I don't want to. What I'll do for right now is I'll get enough money that I can afford the last 2 parts of the manor. And then I'll try and go into the boss room, and if they can't kill me, I'm just gonna quit. Because it's not even like I have a barrier or anything, I'm just invincible. Probably report this to the developers, but maybe this will fix me. Nope. Utterly useless since I can't be harmed. Yep, this is just a death room, but unfortunately for this death room, I am invulnerable. I cannot. Nothing in this room. Yeah, this one's gonna go on for quite a while longer. And that's the forest completely explored. That's a real bummer. We're still gonna need a little bit more money in order to get the last 2 parts of the manor. We'll go to the darkness. Nothing's stopping me. I shouldn't even bother killing the enemies, let's just go for treasures. Gee, nothing is fixing this. Oh well, at least we get to explore the darkness a little bit. Demonstrate just how hellish this place is. We'll get one more chest and then we'll go into the boss room. Ah, crap. I wanted money. Skyhelm. Skyhelm allows you to fly for a period. Need a dwarf in order to get over there. As you can see, a lot of the rooms in the darkness are just designed to kill you outright. Okay, we've got enough money to get the last 2 parts of the manor. Teleport ourselves over to the forest boss. Please tell me I can be harmed. Nope, I seem to still be invincible. Beating a boss doesn't free you from the castle either. Well, this is disappointing. So this is Alexander. I'm not gonna scrap this episode. But I'm also not gonna beat Alexander. This has been Rogue Legacy. If you liked what you saw, despite the flagrant cheating that I have done, I apologize. Don't worry, all this progress will be nullified anyway. Please do leave a like on the video, and do consider sharing it with your friends. The exposure helps me a lot. If you'd like to see more of what I do, please do subscribe. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode.